Hey everybody, it's Miss Motivational Mogul Mindset, Ava Cherie, and I'm actually coming to do a fiber fighter and chronic pain migraine chronicle. It's been some time, it's overdue, and I wanted to give you my status and health update. I hope you're well. I hope you're fighting through your chronic pain, fibromyalgia, chronic migraines, whatever it is. I hope you're fighting through. I hope you're giving yourself time to restore your hope, your faith, during your processes, even during the pain days, even during the misunderstanding and or mismatched medication or doctor or whatever it is that you're going through. I want you to continue to persevere. I want you to continue to invest in yourself and find the right treatment course, the right line of action, and be proactive in your health, okay? So I'm going to take it back. I'm not sure what topic I last left off on. But I was scheduled. I did my MRIs, then I did my MRAs, and I did of my head and my neck. I did quite a few testing on September 3rd, and everything came back great. So after that, my neurologist and I had decided to do an aggressive approach with only a few options. The option and course of action that I initially planned on doing once those tests came back was for a IV infusion for migraines. And it's a collective of different medications that they do inpatient or outpatient, depending on what you, what your insurance approved you for, and also what course of action you would like to take. Me, I was going to do inpatient. It's 3 to 5 days typically. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to be monitored by hospital staff, nursing staff, and my neurologist was had drew up the orders and would send them daily specifications on what medicines to put in my IV and administer to me, as well as for the observation piece of it, make sure my stats were well and I was my body was reacting to the medication okay. So that was supposed to be September 14th, that Monday. What happened was I started to feel uneasy over the weekend prior to. I was all gung-ho. I was all team let's go, whatever it is that can get me out of this migraine attack episode that I had stayed in for chronically over 4 days. I do get migraines more than that, but at that particular time, it was this persistent migraine attack that was disabling and debilitating me in ways that I just couldn't bear it anymore, right? So the weekend, the night before, that Sunday, I started to feel uneasy. I kept praying about it. I kept consulting my family. My doctor was on point. We were going through my patient portal, sending messages back and forth. I kind of felt bad because I was on her to do an aggressive approach to try to treat me with other options outside of just typical medications. I'm still getting my Botox injections for migraines, and I had started Emgality. I'm on my 3rd dose of Emgality. I just actually took it last night. So it's been around the 19th or so of every month. So I felt bad because I was on her about, doing, being proactive, reevaluating, reassessing the regimen that we were using. And so I wanted to follow through because she did what I asked, right? And I felt uneasy. I felt like something may go a little eerily wrong. I was not panicked, not anxious. I was concerned about the type of medication treatment. And it depends on what you have done in the past. I can give you my regimen. I think it was some medicine called DHE. It was going to be a Benadryl to offset an allergic reaction, some type of steroid, some type of other pain relief. And I just was becoming more alarmed and concerned after researching each particular medication, because I had asked her the exact regimen she was going to use of meds to input into my IV. And I just felt like I couldn't do it, and nor do I have to go and do it because I was persistent in requesting some more aggressive treatment. I had to step back and let my pride down and say, you know what, if you don't feel comfortable, it's your health, it's your body. It's altering things that you're not very clear and for certain that you're 100% sure you want to go through this process. So that early morning of waiting on the admissions team from the hospital to tell me my bed was ready, I sent my doctor a message and said, at this time, I'm 100% unsure if this is the way I want to go. I'm feeling more and more uneasy, more and more uneducated, less knowledgeable of what I thought the process would be. And for right now, I'm going to pause this procedure, right? It was fine. Her team received my message well. She canceled the order with my insurance company and the hospital, and I continued on. I was very clear and specific, stating that I would continue with my Botox regimen as well as the Emgality. And I used ibuprofen 800 milligram here and there. At that point, I still had that chronic migraine that was concerning me greatly. I was still feeling under the weather. I had drastically altered my diet again, my rest regimen, stress regimen. I wanted to reduce anything that came around me that caused a reaction. And I know it takes a lot of work and effort to re-strategize how we're going to avoid something like stress and how we're going to react to something like stress that we don't even know sometimes is going to hit us and the way our body's going to respond to it. I'm not sitting here to profess to be the person that knows how to go straight into a meditative state and just say, hey, I'm going to denounce this and I'm going to focus. I'm not going to stress. All of us have different things going on, and I'm no different than anyone else. And sometimes it's just not the right timing, and you respond to things haphazardly, impatiently, anxiously, unkindly, whatever it is, you know. I don't want to get on here and be like, oh, not me. No, that's not the truth. But what we can do is learn how to minimize the reactive response to things, right? We can minimize how much we digest that's not conducive to our health, that's not aiding in a healthy lifestyle, positive lifestyle. We can dump the cup of toxins that's in our environment that we take in over the phone, communicating with people that are toxic TV, toxic music, toxic decisions. And even when you don't even realize it was toxic to you, you might not know it until you cut it out that it wasn't good for you, right? So that's what I've been aggressively trying to do. I've managed to take my life more into my own hands, even more than I usually am. And I decided to live a lot harder in love, laughing, living it up to the fullest. Been on 2 vacations in the last 3 weeks. It doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be right timing. And it has to align with what your motive is for you. And my motive was for healing. My motive is and was for removing things that was unfairly and unjustifiably put on me. Things that I sometimes pick up and take on for others. I had to reassess, redelegate, and know that it was going to be okay and put myself first. And it's hard because some people are just naturally concerned for others. Not that you are a fixer-upper. I always say that's not me. What I do, I'm nurturing, I'm caring, I'm kind. I'm concerned about others, and I have to refocus and just be 50 times more concerned about myself. So as I sit here today, it is I was going to say November. It is September 27th, and I took my Emgality shot a little late. Did it yesterday when I got back off of vacation. I haven't had any side effects as of yet. I do not have a migraine today. When I was on vacation, I had a migraine for 1 full day. I took 3 ibuprofens in 1 day, which is very odd for me. I usually only take 1 here and there. So that lets you know, and I had to reassess, the food. I'm out of the country, eating different foods, drinks, whatever it was. And once I reassessed and took a step back and didn't panic and didn't pay attention as much as possible to the migraine, it started to subside. And I didn't have one anymore after that. So hopefully this trajectory, this plan of action that I'm taking, being deliberate, being conscious of what I take on, being conscious of saying no, even if I've had some messages come through me like, oh, I need to talk. Well, I don't need to talk. At that moment, they can't feel what I feel. I don't need to talk. I don't need to respond. I don't need to interact. And that's what you have to do. Because your health, especially when you get up in age, you see I'm wearing my made in September 1972 shirt, which means I am What it say? 48. 48 years. What does it say? Oh, 48 years of being awesome. I don't even know what the shirt say, child. But yeah, so I want to live 58 more years of being awesome, okay? And I want you to live your best life and your fullest life as well. So when I go back to my doctor, my neurologist, I'm going to let you guys know what she says. I have a new visit with a primary care physician on Tuesday, the 29th of September. I will consult with this. She's a female doctor. I'm going to see, what her perspective is on my overall health, what plan of action she would take considering the factors that I've stated, and then go from there, okay? So I will keep you posted. Please leave a comment. Let me know what's working for you, what's not, how you're feeling emotionally, mentally, how you're building yourself up spiritually and physically. All of those things are factors into your overall holistic health. And I want you to get the best and be the best to yourself, okay? Until next time, this is Ava Cherie. I'm taking it easy. My feet are up. I'm in a recliner. I'm still on vacay mode. But I wanted to come to you and let you know you can do it, you will do it, and you will succeed. Until next time, this is your girl, Ava Cherie.